what happens when a boy becomes his mother's emotional husband? Now, not in body, but in burden. He becomes the one she leans on, the one she confides in, the one she actually controls. Now, there's no boundaries, no freedom for him, just pressure wrapped up in praise. Unfortunately, this isn't rare. It's everywhere, especially with single moms. And for the boy, it's devastating. Hi, I'm Jason, the founder of Men's Support Network. This topic, it was the foundation of my life as a boy. If any part of that, what I've just said, hits home, please stay with me, because this video names something most men were never allowed to say out loud. And once you name it, you can't stop living under it. Now, this channel is a space for men breaking cycles, not with blame, but with clarity. And if you're waking up to patterns that were forced on you as a boy, you're not alone. So let's dig in. If you were raised by a narcissistic or emotionally immature mother, maybe she was just very young when you were born, you probably learned one rule early on: keep her happy or else. Now, maybe that meant hiding your emotions or anticipating her moods, becoming the man of the house. Yeah, at age 6. You're trained to regulate her, even as you disappeared. You became the good boy, the helpful one, the calm one, the one who never made things worse. And yes, it may have kept the peace, but it cost you your voice, your anger, your truth, and eventually your masculinity. And that cost, well, it leaves a wound that follows you through life. Now, we do need to name it for what it really is. When a mother uses her son to meet the emotional needs a partner should fulfill, that's not just unhealthy, it's emotional incest. Now, no touch, no crime, but deep, deep damage, because the boy becomes her emotional support, her confidant, her protector. And in doing so, he loses his childhood, his independence, his center. He grows up, but never gets to be whole. He becomes a man who can't say no, apologizes just for taking up space, overfunctions in relationships, and fears disappointing women, carries buried rage deep inside with no outlet. Now that is not manhood. That's emotional servitude. This programming doesn't disappear. It shows up in adult life for a long, long time. Shows up as weak boundaries, emotional confusion, over-attachment to unavailable or controlling women, a deep fear of being your own leader or being too much. And worst of all, you blame yourself. But this isn't your fault. It was conditioning, and you were too young to resist it. But now you can. You can deprogram the role that was forced on you. You can rebuild your masculinity and your identity, not as a reaction, but as a reclamation. You're reclaiming who you really are. If this conversation has landed deep, you don't have to unpack it alone. There are grounded tools, safe spaces, and real men walking this path. When you're ready, join us at menssupportnetwork.net. Not for therapy, not for fixing, but for reclaiming what was always yours. Now, clear, there's no pressure, just presence here. And the fact is, you were never meant to carry her emotional world. You were meant to build your own. You're not her partner. You are not her emotional sponge. You are not her savior. You are a man. And if you're waking up, let that be your beginning, not, please, 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 not your shame. Thank you for watching. We see you and we stand with you.